Hey friends, hey! Happy Thursday! Today we are going to do part 4 of the 2022 game plan workshop review. So if you've seen my first 3 videos, I'm doing a review of my notes of the game plan 2022 workshop by Frazer Brookes that I did last week. It was a 4-hour workshop. In the course of that 4 hours, I took like 11 pages of notes, and I've broken it down into 4 quick videos for you. The first 2 were about 15 minutes. The third one was a little bit longer. It was all about social media strategies. So in the first video, if you haven't seen these, go back to the first ones. In the first video, we talked about the 2021 audit, documenting what happened in the last year so that you know what to do this year. The video number 2 was all about creating goals for 2022, and video number 3 was all about social media strategies. Today, I'm going to go through kind of like the last sections, time management, accountability, 90-day run, and gratitude. So I'm going to go through these a little bit quicker because the first 3 were the ones that needed the most detail. All right. So talking about time management, when you have big goals, you need big structure in your life, friends. So when you want to achieve big things in your business, you have to be dedicated to a schedule, right? You have to be accountable to yourself to do the things, right? When you show up to a new job, they give you your job description and they tell you the things that you have to do and when you have to do them. When you are self-employed, you have to be the one that decides on what you're going to do, decides when you're going to do it, and holds yourself accountable to doing those things. I like to use I have 2 tools that I use. I am a big paper planner person. I always have been. I love a paper planner. I love to see it in paper. I love to be able to write on it. I've never found a planner that works for me. So what I typically do is make my own. I get happy planner rings and covers, and I download pages from Etsy. I usually buy pages on Etsy and I download them because that way I can customize my planner to work the way that I want it to work. So my planner sections typically have daily, weekly, and monthly, right, for my to-do lists. And then I also have my prospecting lists, my follow-up lists, my coaching lists, and my content lists. So those are my 4 business-related sections in my planner. All right. I also use my calendar. I like to use an online calendar that outlines not only the time that I have to work, but the tasks that I'm going to accomplish in that time. Now, the nice thing about using a digital calendar is you can set these things up to be repetitive so that you know on the first day of every month, you're going to do this. On the first Monday, every week, you're going to do this. On Wednesday, every week, you're going to do this. You can set up blocks of time to dedicate to this is the time every day that I'm going to create content. This is the time every day that I'm going to create conversation. Create a schedule for yourself. If it doesn't go in the calendar, it doesn't happen. You can use Google Calendar, which syncs with your desktop and your phone, or you can use iCalendar, whichever you're most comfortable with. Both of them have the same features. Every Sunday, I set aside time for myself to 1, take a look at what happened in the week before and reflect upon that week. And number 2, set up what I'm going to do next week. What my system is I like to take my digital calendar and make to-do lists for the week in paper. Not everybody does that. That's what works for me. Make sure that you let go of what didn't go well in the week before. You know what? It's water under the bridge. It's done. Focus on next week. Evaluate what happened last week so that you can do it better next week, and then set up your week on Sunday so that Monday you hit the ground running. You know, we can't manage how much time we have, right? There's only so many hours in the day. There's so many hours available for us to run our business in addition to everything else we can have in our lives. But what we can do is manage the actions that we have in the time we outline that we can work on our business, and make sure that the time you dedicate to working your business isn't sucked down in a scroll hole, but it's being action oriented to doing the things you need to do to move the needle on moving your business forward. Okay. Now I want to talk about accountability, because like I said, when you have a job, you have a boss. The boss holds you accountable to completing your tasks, right? When you work for yourself, you don't have that accountability, right? There isn't a boss looking over you telling you have to do X, Y, or Z by X date or you're going to lose your job. It doesn't work that way when you work for yourself. So you have to have some kind of accountability. I suggest getting yourself an accountability partner that's of the same mindset as you and working at the same pace you're working at. So you don't want to find an accountability partner that's going to work way harder than you, that's going to make you feel bad about what you've done this week, right? You can't get in sync with somebody who's working here if you're working here. You can't get in sync with somebody who's working here if you're working up here, right? Because you're never going to line up. You need to find somebody that's kind of like running at the same pace that you are. Let's walk together, right? Everything's more fun with friends. So if you're walking in your business and you're, working as a hobby, 15, 20 minutes a day, maybe one reach out a day, get somebody else that has the same goals and let's do it together. Let's hold each other accountable. Message each other at the end of the day with what you did today, right? Then, what if you're a jogger, right? If you're a jogger and you're jogging at a pace of, I'm working an hour a day, I'm reaching out to 2 or 3 people a day, I have reasonable goals, get somebody else who's jogging to be your accountability partner and say, hey, look, it seems like we're kind of in sync. Let's hold each other accountable to our tasks, right? Now, if you're a runner and you're running hard and you're in it to win it and you've got big goals, make sure you're in line to be accountable with somebody else that's running at the same pace as you. You can't run with somebody who's not running at the same pace. Somebody who's leisurely walking shouldn't be accountable with a person who's running a marathon. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense to you. Make sure that you schedule weekly meetups with your accountability person. Make a task list that you're each going to hold yourself accountable to. Know your numbers, report your numbers, and schedule times to work together. These are the benefits of having an accountability partner. Now, if you are in my group or in Moni's group, we are doing an accountability chat together for people who are committed to action in this business every day. If you are in our teams and you'd like to be in that accountability chat, message one of us and we will make sure to put you in there. Now, here's what I want to tell you about the next 90 days. Moni and I are going to be running a 90-day run. It's so exciting. Now, a 90-day run sounds like a lot, but what we are going to do is we're going to kick it off on January 2nd. So there's 2 team meetings coming up that everybody is invited to. The first one is we're going to build vision boards based upon the goals that we set, that I talked about in video 2, about setting your goals for 2022. We're going to sit down together and create vision boards. What you want to bring to that meeting is you want to bring poster board, pictures of your goals, words, your word of the year, everything that you want to put on your vision board, and you want to make sure you've got it set up so that you can put it somewhere where you're going to see it every single day. January 2nd, the second day of the year, we are going to kick off our 90-day run for the first quarter. The 90-day run is going to be called the Winter Warriors, and what that's going to encompass is 30 days of action, 3 days off, 30 days of action, 3 days off, and 30 days of action. And we're going to do that together as a team. So if you want to get into that 90-day run, make sure you mark your calendar for January 2nd, because we are going to outline every single detail of what we're going to do in that 90-day run. Now, what those actions are going to look like is the things that are going to grow your business, right? We're going to create content. We're going to add people to our network. We're going to ask the question. We're going to follow up. Those are the action tasks that we're going to do every single day. And there will be an accountability piece to that. There'll be a Google form there'll be a tracker where you can track your activity. There'll be a Google form where you can be accountable for the activity that you have taken. And then there's going to be, celebration of your success in those 3-day breaks after your first 30 days. So what I want you to do to prepare for the 90-day run. Now it's right before Christmas. It is right before Christmas. Now is not the time to ask a busy mom if she'd like to start her own business, right? Because she's just trying to get everything lined up for Christmas. What I want you to do between now and the end of the year, I want you to reach out to the people on your list and wish them happy holidays. Send them a message that sounds something like, I just wanted to wish you and your family a happy holiday and an even better new year. That's it. Don't ask them to take a look at your business. Don't ask them to take a look at your products. You're making relationship deposits. Just wanted to reach out and wish you and your family a happy holiday and an even more, and a prosperous new year, even happier new year, even better new year. Okay? So that's what you can do to prepare for the 90-day run. All right? Now, in this 90-day run, 90 days is a long time, right? Not everybody is going to stick with it. What I want you to do is your goal is to make your best 7-day story, okay? I want you to be able to say, in 7 days, I did this. In 7 days, I did this. In 7 days, I did this. Make your most amazing 7-day story, and then you can share that 7-day story on social media, all right? So every single person starts the month, starts the year at the exact same place. 0. Every single person starts at 0. Every single person, whether you're a top income earner or you're brand new in this business, we all start in the same place. This 90-day run levels the playing field because we're all starting in the same place together. I am just like you. I've been in this business for 4 years, but I'm going to start January 1st at 0 sales. 0 affiliates, 0 customers. We're all in the same place. Okay? Only 5% of the people that start a 90-day run will finish it. You have to ask yourself in the very beginning, am I going to be a finisher? Am I dedicated enough to this business to make it through 90 days of activity? Can you do it? Let me know in the comments below if you think that you can. All right? Now, the last thing I want to talk about is gratitude. All right? Gratitude is so important to a positive mindset. We have so much to be thankful for every single day. Every single day, you need to have proof of the things that you are grateful for, right? And it could be something as simple as a roof over your head, food on your table, clothes on your back, health. You know what I mean? Like every single day, find 3 things to be grateful for and write them down. Now, there's this exercise that Frazer was talking about, and what he said, and I love this. It's a great idea. Take a box, right? Wrap it up beautifully at the beginning of the year. And when you write down your 3 things that you're grateful for every day, put them in the box. And then at the end of the year, and your whole family can do this as well, right? And at the end of the year, open the box and review all the things that you've been grateful for in that entire year. You're going to have wins and losses in the course of a year, right? But having this gratitude box will help you focus on the good things that are in your life. And here's the thing. When you have those losses, I want you to remember, if it's not going to matter 5 years from now, it's not worth spending 5 minutes feeling bad about. If it's not going to matter 5 years from now, don't give it 5 minutes of feeling bad. Okay? Now, last thing, this is it. I want you to go to a website. It's called futureme.org. And I want you to write a letter to yourself that will be delivered at the end of 2022. All right? This is a great activity. It's called futureme.org. Write yourself a letter on how you think 2022 is going to end for you, right? Write yourself a letter and tell yourself how proud you are of your efforts, so that at the end of 2022, you remember what the beginning of 2022 felt like for you, right? What the end of 2021 felt like. And you can set it up so that the letter gets mailed to you in 3 months, in 6 months, in 12 months, whenever you want. I like to do my Future Me letter to set up annually. So at the end of every year, I get reminded of how I wanted to hit the ground running in the following year. All right, that's what I have for you today. We have covered in the course of this 4 series. We've covered the 2021 audit. We've covered goals for 2022. We've covered social media strategies for that was the first 3 videos. Then we had time management, accountability, the 90-day run that we're launching on January 2nd, and giving yourself gratitude every single day. I hope that this has helped you learn as much from the 4-hour workshop that I went to through these sharing of my notes from this workshop. If you loved it, let me know. Send me a message, comment below. Let me know that this helped you, and I'll make sure that I keep sharing the things that I do in the workshops that I take part in. I love to take notes. I love to document these types of things, and I love to share it with my friends. So I hope that you and your family have an amazing holiday. I hope that you are in it to win it in 2022, and that you're going to participate in the 90-day run with me in the next 90 days. If you're not in my 1K and beyond chat, make sure to let me know and I will add you to that. And I'll see you in the new year. Have a great day, friends. Bye.